Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to week 135 on Body Bags. I'm your Wednesday host, Bourgie86. And the film I got for you guys is a film I actually just revisited today for the first time in quite a while. It's actually a film I actually grew up watching, and it's actually one of my favorite films from being a child. I used to watch this film when I was a kid, and it was a fucking surreal experience because it's been a really like 10, maybe 12 years since I seen this film. And this film, of course, is directed by Bird-Eye Gordon, who, if you don't know, he directed Food of the Gods and The Land Where Giants Are. I believe that's the name of the Valley of the Giants. That's the name of the TV show that he did back in the day. And it's based off a short story by H.G. Wells, and it goes by the title of Empire of the Ants. This film stars Joan Collins, famous actress back then from, of course, the TV show Dallas, and stars Robert Lanzin, who I actually really dig as an actor. He starred in a few other creature features that I've seen, including The Nest and Island Claws, which are both great films. I actually really dig him in his performances. Now, the main plot of this one, we're introduced to this cast of characters. They're going off to like this shore island to pretty much it's like one of those free things to buy like land, like a public share program where they go on this little tour of this land development area. And what ends up happening is, unbeknownst to them, this uh, drum of toxic waste actually ends up on the shore of the beach. And the ants of the area get to it, and they mutate and grow pretty much. And what happens is the ants start attacking the people of this tour group. So what ends up happening is they have to race through the jungle to try to get away from the ants, and it's pretty much them trying to survive against these ants. It's a pretty basic plot for a kind of little basic and unusual story. That's about it. Now, my thoughts on the film. If you're not familiar with Bird-Eye Gordon's films before, like Food of the Gods, I actually saw for the first time during my 31 Days of Horror. The way he does the special effects of the ants is really old school and cool. What he pretty much does is has these photo scenes of actual ants, and he puts them into the scene with the characters as like a split screen, but for like close up shots of like the ants attacking the people. He has like puppeteer ants, kind of like sort of like the ants in them, but just close up shots. It's pretty much like just people with puppets and stuff, and it works well for the time. It actually doesn't look too fake. In some scenes, you can kind of see like the split screenness, but other than that, it actually works really well for the film and for the time period. The acting is pretty good. Joan Collins, if you know her infamy, she's known for playing a bitch in film and TV series. And some scenes she is really has like that bitchy performance in the film, and it works for her character. Robert Lanzin actually plays the captain of the ship that takes him to this land, and he has like this stern look through the film. He really does a good job, and a few of the other sub characters do. There's some ones you don't really like, and when you meet them and stuff, and they seem kind of sleazy and stuff, and for their reasons and there, and you kind of want to see those people go after the film progresses. But other than that, there's a lot of likable characters in this film too. I really like. I can't think of the character's name, but her and Robert Lannison's character have like this moment together. His name is Dan in the film, and it's a really like interesting scene, and their characters go back and forth. Now for the gore and attack scenes, like there's some blood in this, but it's not like minimal, like over the top blood. It's just what you feel wrenching for these characters at the same time for the situations they're going on with these giant ants. And for the ending of the film, if you haven't seen this yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you because it's actually really, really kind of cool and ending. It goes like into this whole direction with like the way like there's a narration in the beginning of the film, of course, that you kind of see coming because of that narration, and you're like, wow, and stuff with the situations that these characters are going through with the other characters that they meet on the way and stuff without going too in depth into it. So yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, another thing I really like is the music that they use for like the ants and stuff, and like there's like this whole low range, high like piano score where like dun 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 dun. That's pretty much like the main theme of the film where the ants are lurking and stuff in the background. They do ant vision with like the eyes and stuff, like kind of like the fly with like the millions of eyes. But other than that, if I had to rate Empire of the Ants, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's not for everyone, especially if you don't like your giant insect or creature features. If you do, it's definitely an 8 out of 10 in my book. Still holds up pretty well after I haven't watched it in 11 years. So, yeah, you could get there's a few ways to get it. I think it is a DVD double feature, but I grabbed it off this Scream Factory double feature with Jaws of Satan. Really cool release. I haven't actually checked out Jaws of Satan yet, so when I do, maybe I'll review it. That's it for this review. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week with a brand new review. As always, I'll see you then. Peace out.